Alright, man, holiday. What's up? What's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing today? Um, Today I want to cover, well, first of all, hope everyone's doing well. Today I'm doing a live stream for Polestar. So normally I do the videos, but during the week I don't have that much time to edit, just with work and everything. And actually today I have a lot of articles and didn't want to make such a long video because who knows when I'll finish that, but so today I mean, we can just go through some of the articles and we'll also look at any questions that you guys have. I don't know when the merger is, so you guys can ask that, but I won't have the answer to that. But yeah, let me go ahead and I was gonna wait for a few people to show up, but usually the live streams don't have that many people, at least not during the live. But yeah, we're gonna go over we'll take a look at the chart. Got a few different articles, pretty big articles. Some news that came out today. Some came out for Uber, Apple, and the Apple one came out during the weekend, and I was gonna make the video, but I got busy, so I wasn't able to do it for you guys. So my bad. But if you guys have questions, just put them in the comments. I'm just gonna quickly I guess share the Discord with you guys, free Discord if you guys want to join. I'll put the link to that. It's free. Don't have many people in there, but you guys are welcome to join. And I'll post that really quick for you guys. And I also will be using the unusual wells, so we'll do some. Let me put my Discord in here really quick for you. If you guys want to join that free Discord, feel free. And don't be shy. You can be active. And I'm also going to actually share the Unusual Wells referral link if you guys are trading any options and stuff. Definitely check them out. Definitely helps my trading options game a lot. So take advantage of that. You can create a free account and then later upgrade. But if you guys want to use the referral, you'll get 5% for basically locked in for good. But yeah, I guess we got a few people in here, so we do have some pretty good news. The first one is really coming from Uber's side, actually, but it does, and I can actually zoom in a little bit. So I have a few different articles, and basically, I'm not sure, but Uber today announced like a whole bunch of new different products and features. Some include the like numerous electric vehicle related stuff, and basically what they're doing is they're doing a comfort electric program or service. And so this is going to let customers request a ride specifically for an electric vehicle. And guess who made the list? So we got Tesla and Polestar vehicles. So yeah, I think that's pretty good to be recognized and make the list, you know. Oh, and actually, before I continue, I got the yard man here today, so you guys might hear him in the background. So if I cut off or if you guys can't hear me, let me know. I'm not sure if I can really help, but I got the yard man outside doing the yard right now, so you guys might hear that in the background. But anyway, just a quote from Uber, I guess the CEO. You know, simply tap a button, you can request the ride. Comfort Electric is now available in Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Dubai. So more cities coming soon. So they're really starting on the West Coast, California, probably one of the most friendly eco states aside from Arizona, and I think Florida's pretty big, and New York. But I mean, Uber's starting off pretty big by going straight at California. So I think if you ever seen Twitter or anything, people are usually posting, oh, I saw a Polestar, I saw a Lucid, or I saw, you know, then it's usually those pictures are from California because that's where people are adopting the electric, you know. And I think they get the most incentives, I think, right? Don't they get most incentives with that? So yeah, they're Uber's doing it, and they're throwing Polestar on the list there. Um, and I'll actually explain why they're actually on the list. Basically, it has to do with Hertz, but we can go into that in a bit. Don't need to go through some of this. It's just Uber explaining their goals, you know, to expand into Europe and North America with electric. So, I mean, the market's just phenomenal, right? We got Europe, which Europe I think is gonna. I mean, I'm not being biased, but Right now, I think it's really growing big with Polestar. Like, I think a lot of the videos that I watch on YouTube has people reviewing the Polestar. They're usually like European, you can tell in the accent and stuff. So Polestar is definitely doing well right there, especially with the parent, Volvo. They got the same, what's the word? Roots, the same roots as Volvo. So yeah, Polestar should be doing really good. And now we basically got Uber, kind of promoting them as well. So that is huge, I think, in my opinion. What do you guys think? By the way, this is live, so you guys feel free to comment, and I'll try to get to some questions and stuff. Just I don't know when the merger is, so that's something I can't help. Okay, but and if you guys just do a second, smash that like button so we can get other people in here, that'd be greatly appreciated. If I had more time to do the videos, I would have made a bigger video for you, but yeah. So Uber announced, right, the Comfort Electric program, but they also like adding a whole bunch of other incentives or ways to draw people to switch to the electric vehicle stuff. They're basically releasing this electric hub. It's like an app for the drivers. It's just gonna show them. I have a few different articles on this, by the way, but it's gonna, and I can hear the. It's gonna basically help them calculate how they can save money by switching to the electric vehicles, like in the long run. And I think they're also gonna, yeah, they're gonna get exclusive discounts from like local dealerships. Don't know if Polestar is in one of those, but Uber's really trying to drive the fact that electric vehicles, or prioritize electric vehicles. And they're really trying to drive that home. They're also having an electric charging map. And I think they have a partnership with the EVgo, which is another good company. I don't know if you guys are a fan of EVgo. That's probably the one that I like. Well, I like Tritium and EVgo. Those are my two favorite charging companies. But yeah, Uber, I think, is going to collaborate with EVgo, and they'll have like real-time availability and speeding, charging times and stuff, basically. So I think that's big. And this is like the other part I was mentioning. Hertz, like I think last year announced 100,000 vehicles, I believe, right? And then 50 of those is basically for Uber drivers, and they'll be able to get them for $334. And then if you guys realize or remember that Hertz also got a deal with Polestar, and so that's basically how Uber is all tied up together with Polestar now. And also, I guess to also include Uber Eats, right? So Uber doesn't just do the ride sharing stuff, they're also doing the food delivery, and they're actually working on a autonomous driving delivery, right, with 2 pilot programs kind of debuting. But somebody's gonna have to, I mean, there's still gonna be a vehicle involved in that program, well, what do you call it, that whole autonomous system. It's gonna include a car. So and if they're really driving the electric vehicles, they're gonna either have to use a Tesla or now a Polestar. So I think that's pretty cool. So there's 2 different markets here that Polestar can start, selling their vehicles to. I mean, they're really gonna just sell them to Uber, but Uber's gonna need a mass number of vehicles, right? Some for the rideshare sector, and then some for the autonomous food delivery that they're trying to push out as well. So I think that's really neat. That's just the first article here. I don't have the links. I guess I could post these if you guys want me to. There was like a quote here. Basically, I guess they've had this program in mind for some time, but we haven't really they haven't had enough vehicles deployed. But now that some of these electric vehicles are actually out on the road, you guys are starting to see them. They're being more accepted, I guess is the word. Uber finally announced the Comfort Electric program, basically, so that riders can actually specifically request for them. And like I said, this is actually already available now in Los Angeles, San Francisco, San Diego, and Dubai. So if you guys are in that city, do you guys mind confirming that? It'd be cool to know that the updates are there and you guys can select a Polestar. That'd be cool to know. So I think that was all I saw on this article. Let me see what I have over here. I have a lot of articles to go through. And yeah, so basically, like I said earlier, Uber's trying to drive the incentive of getting the electric vehicles. And like I said, they'll be able to get discounts for to transition and buy electric vehicle. They'll be able to get the, I guess, leasing deals like a lot better. And they're actually doing another incentive program, right? On top of that, they're gonna give Uber drivers $1 per trip for if they use like a electric vehicle, up to about $4,000. So yet another incentive for them to either pivot over to an electric vehicle, yeah, and just like I guess participate in the comfort electric vehicle. And like I said earlier, they basically have discounts for home chargers and the use of EVgo, which I just basically showed you guys. So that's cool. I think that is all the Uber news here. Basically just helping promote Polestar now. This isn't a Polestar, by the way. This is just an image, but yeah, I just kind of went through a few different articles and I highlighted the stuff that I like. But I think I covered most of it, right? So Uber's goal is to get into North America and Europe, right? And I think that's about it for that. The Apple news that I saw come out was it came out on the weekend. I was gonna include this in a video last time, but I actually didn't even make the video. So but there was like, I'm not sure if this was like a question and answer kind of thing, but they basically asked them about the Polestar 2 and the Apple CarPlay connectivity, because that's something that's really been lagging. So if you guys know, we are using Google's Android Automotive stuff, so it's Android friendly, but people with the Apple and the iPhone, they basically get left out. And yeah, so basically they said, hey, yes, the Polestar 2 will eventually get Apple CarPlay, and I think that was in the back of everybody's mind, like eventually they'll get it, but we really didn't have a date. I actually got that. I didn't get the date, but I did get a time frame or timeline for you guys. So Polestar is capable of over-the-air updates thanks to its always online, right? So this is the operating system. It's basically like a Windows machine, right? It's not mirroring just like a phone or anything. It's not like a cast. It's not like casting your phone to the car. This is actually like a living, breathing machine, right? I think that's the way to say it. Shane, what's up, man? How's it going? Hey, mate, really like your videos. Very informative. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Glad you guys enjoy the videos. Yeah, I put a lot of effort into them, so I do appreciate you guys sharing them and liking them. And so yeah, thank you. You guys have any questions? I guess the main thing with this one was like, with the Android, you're kind of basically limited as far as like apps and stuff, functionality. So a lot of people on the Apple side, there's like more functionality on Apple, right? So you can, talk to Siri, you can, I guess, podcast, multimedia, and navigation software. So that's a lot of stuff that's kind of lagging on the Polestar. So they basically wanted to get an update of, hey, when are you guys, planning to release that? And if the font's too small, I can actually zoom in a little bit, and hopefully that helps a little. But CarPlay would be added in future over-the-air updates. Feature in for an update slated for Q3. It's the arrival of just before the arrival of the updated 2023. So this November is the time frame basically when they expect it to start being available, I would say. But I think it's gonna be more of like just a wired thing initially. So I don't know if you can actually connect through Bluetooth or however the Apple. I'm an Android guy, so I don't know how Apple connects to CarPlay. But yeah, I think you just gotta use your charger for now, at least when it comes out in November, and eventually they'll kind of pivot over to over the air or Bluetooth, however that does. So Shane says, I'm a big Polestar bull, test drove one in Auckland, New Zealand, loading up on shares for merger. Nice, man. And actually, we'll take a look at the chart in a little bit. I think it's about time to start loading up, actually. I think yesterday, or we'll take a look. I think it is starting to get interesting to get more shares. Yeah, it's been coming to that buy zone a few times. Do you guys know anything about the merger? Any updates? I don't really look at the SEC filings because I don't want to like misread something or misinterpret it and then present false information. Trying to keep it as honest as I can. So that's why I don't get too involved with those. But if you guys are confident in sharing some information that you guys know, definitely put them in the comments. I'd love to hear you guys. As far as like I guess just upgrades, they have been doing like software upgrades every on average, I guess 7 weeks. You know, and basically just adding the internet browser, which that's a really old video. We talked about that a long time ago. Just adding like bugs and fixes and stuff. So, Emoka Kota, hey bro, what's the big news? Neo and Xpen are giving their results soon. They are expecting to be good, and if they rally, we'll be making some money too. Hey, are they doing their delivery numbers? I don't know. Does Polestar do delivery updates for their deliveries? The big news for Polestar, at least I mean I thought it was pretty big, was that Uber basically launched this comfort electric program service, and they're basically including Polestar inside the fleets. They basically are using the Hertz fleet I guess deal that they made, right? Remember we got 65,000 vehicles. Excuse me. And Uber is basically has a partnership with Hertz, so that also basically ties Polestar with Uber. And honestly, this is like self-marketing. Honestly, maybe that's something I didn't include, but Uber just promoting their electric stuff and pushing for all that. That's like marketing that Polestar doesn't have to really invest in. And I mean, once they start seeing Polestar and like Ubers and stuff, they'll be like, yo, you know, where can I get my own Polestar, right? And I mean, basically that's what Tesla did. I mean, well, they didn't do it like that, but Tesla never really marketed. They just, you know, they let people drive it and see it on the road. And I mean, I guess curiosity was the thing. So yeah, I think this was pretty good news. Obviously, Uber was announcing other stuff. Like, I think Uber is actually a great company. I don't know if you guys are interested in Uber, but they actually have a lot of potential. Just like reading some of the articles and some of the updates that they were doing, they're like really like expanding their offerings, really across the board. They're really like becoming the go-to like product or company for like all your travel needs, like hotel, like eats, like food delivery, rideshare. But yeah, we can talk about that later if you guys want. Shane says Polestar doesn't give production numbers, unfortunately. I believe because they are still private. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess they don't have to do anything, right? Because they're private right now. So the Apple news, I mean, I think it was good because I think it's something that people have been, you know, really wanting. I don't think it's like a huge, like, it's not like a partnership or anything. This is just functionality that, you know, should have already been with the vehicle. I think, and I think it's been a complaint, right? So it's been like a con. And when people like want to get a Polestar, they're like, oh, well, it doesn't have Apple, you know, it doesn't support Apple and stuff. So for them to actually like focus on getting that stuff out, it should just expand their market share, right? Because let's just say that somebody doesn't get a car just because it doesn't support Apple. Well, I think like half of the world uses Apple or iPhone, right? So that now has like more people that can actually push towards you, right? So I think it's good. They're listening to customers and stuff, and it's taking longer than, you know, maybe I think this was supposed to already be out, but I guess it's better late than never. So was there anything here? I know I highlighted stuff in here. There's a few future updates. Include tweaks to the autonomous cruise control, which we'll actually talk about. Lane keep features and further optimizing them. So this actually plays a part with the Uber stuff too, right? Because Uber at some point wants to do an autonomous delivery stuff, right? The delivery system. So them focusing on adding or supporting autonomous driving's allowing them to be eligible to, you know, participate in that. And yeah, and then we'll also talk about some safety stuff because of some of the updates that they did to this too, which I have in a different article. Let's see, major part, yeah. So like electric vehicles, you don't have to go get your oil change. You don't have to go get your battery oil changer or something like that, right? You only have to like service this like every 2 years or every 30 kilometers, which I don't know how many mileage that converts to. So they're really like pushing for like software updates as paid software updates. So that's like a new revenue stream for them. So aside from just selling a vehicle, they're trying to make money off of like any updates, or I don't know, like there's a lot, basically Tesla. Like that's what Tesla's been doing with their vehicles. I think at some point they can also do the insurance stuff too, right? But the thing with Polestar is like they can't really charge for that stuff right now because they're currently doing like complimentary stuff for their first 2 visits. I mean, it's just part of the game, right? So they're trying to acquire customers, so they need to like have something that really hooks them, right? So that's a way to win over a customer, and but eventually that won't be needed, and they'll actually be able to generate revenue through that. So let's see, Gore Carson, what's going on, man? Hey, thanks for joining. What do you think the change of the GGPI warrant holder record date? Is it bad? I'm not exactly sure what that means. We can pull up if you have a link to the document. You mind posting it? I can pull it up on here for you. We can go through it. I'm just like I said earlier, I'm not really great with the SEC stuff, and I hate to give like false information, especially like people that I'm dedicated to, right? But if we go on here and we do it live, then I mean we'll be live, so it'll be different. I don't have too much articles more to go through. This is just basically some of the autonomous stuff that I was telling you guys. They basically, I think last year or whenever they had like a good rating. I mean, they basically placed third, I believe. Let me show you. There was like a latest Euro NCAP gradings. It basically showed Nissan and Volkswagen as like the best performing. But also Polestar was in here. They made it third. So I'm not exact. I mean, it's definitely an upgrade, and I think part of the reason was the pilot assist. It was like well balanced system, receiving a good grading, and like those upgrades over the air basically allowed it to get bumped up to the next rating. It connects the vehicles to receive important automatic updates, and always drives the safest version of the manufacturer's car. So that's just adding a little bit to the safety features, right? So, and that also plays a part in your insurance, right? So how much insurance you pay. I don't pay that much because my vehicle has like safety features. My brother's he he has an older car, so he's paying a little bit more. So the features really do make a difference as far as like savings as well too. So they're doing good with the safety features here. Plus it's a Volvo, right? So Shane said I don't know what that means either, bro. Did something happen with the warrant holder? Or I mean, the only thing I know about the warrants is they're like at $2 right now, right? GGPIW. I think they're at $2, which actually is a good entry price. I remember these were like at 8. Weren't they like at 6 or yeah. And we can look at the chart in a bit. Let me just wrap up some of these articles just so I can get all this out of the way for people that either like play this back later. It's not really like too important information, I guess. I guess just fun facts. Polestar 2 was the best performing electric vehicle tested by the organization, which is the NCAP. Though, yeah. So, and it's basically like not a luxury car, but it's competing with like Mercedes. So yeah, so right here it says it has only been marginally surpassed by Mercedes, which you'll be paying way more money for the Mercedes. So I think that's really it for this article. I didn't really see too much interesting, just really kind of something to point out. The other thing is they are expanding into Canada. They have plans for showrooms. Right now they have like 3 locations. And I think I was reading that 2 of them are temporarily. 2 of them are temporary locations. And then by the end of 2022, they should have, permanent routes in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. Is anyone from Canada, by the way? I'd just be interested to know. Murad's asking, what are your selling points for GGPI post merger? Let me write that down. We can take a look at that in a bit too for you. Let me just finish this article and we can answer. I'll take a few questions for you. How about that? Would that work? You just stick for a little bit, hang out. Just want to go through this article, just show you guys. They basically are doing these like crates. Like they're basically, I mean, they're so desperate, and this is not a bad thing. This is like desperate's not the word. They're ambitious. They're so ambitious. They're selling the vehicles out of like a cart freight. So I think that's really cool. Obviously that's just temporarily, like I said. There's really cool stuff that they're gonna do, which I'll explain in a little bit if I can find the. I might need to zoom in for you guys because I see that the font is a little small for you. Yeah. So let me find what else. Well, basically here is just saying the different dealerships that they're working with. They have a permanent location in upscale Yorkville. I'm not sure where that is, honestly. I'm sure it's like a nice place. But the new Montreal location will be like a highway facing, attracting like attention from like people driving, like kind of like a billboard. So they have both marketing. They have the showrooms where people can go either like at the mall and stuff through like foot traffic. But they'll be doing that billboard style location to attract people that are actually driving through it. I think that's pretty cool. Polestar said it will be covering about 95% of electric vehicle registrations in the country, which is actually kind of lead into one of my other articles, which is a good article, by the way. Two stories are the current priorities, but they have plans to continue expanding into other regions of Canada. But I think Toronto, or isn't it a pretty huge part of Canada? Obviously 3 locations is not enough, but they're definitely targeting the correct the correct cities and in Canada. But I just thought, I mean, I found this amazing. Like they're so ambitious to get these vehicles done, to meet the goals, whatever it may be. And they may have already beat their 2022, was it 65? They may already do their goals, or I don't even know how many they have to deliver this year. But I mean, just closing the deal with Hertz, just the amount of, I mean, they're running out of chip shortages. Like, I don't know. It just feels like they're doing their part on their end, right? And I think also, like, I know some people were asking me about the merger. Like, what I was reading was that they basically did everything on their part. And I think I included that in the video last time. Like, from an email, they were saying, like, hey, we're just waiting on SEC. As the SEC's really, they're the ones that are lagging. They haven't, they're still uploading the articles, or I'm not sure what they're doing. So it looks like Polestar, and honestly, Gores, they've done many specs. They have a good track record. They've done like, you could go to their presentation, but I remember trading Gores. They have a whole bunch of different specs, and they always end up closing. Like they get approved. The management's good, at least on the spec side. And so here in this scenario, we have a good SPAC team. We have a real legitimate company delivering real vehicles, right? With like Uber partnership, Hertz partnership, Volvo has the big daddy Volvo, So on both sides, it's good, right? We're just waiting on SEC. And I think the only other thing would be just like valuation. Like that would be the only thing that's, if management or something changes, the amount of shares, or pipe investments or something like that. That's the only sketchiness part, I think, right? Or if they don't meet the deadline. But like as far as like both parties, I mean, from the front end, everything looks pretty legit. And trust me, I've like traded tons of SPACs, and there's SPACs where like they have like a good company, but then the company, you've never even heard of them, or they're pre-revenue, or like super young company, whatever it may be. But on this case, I mean, both parties are good. So what do you guys think? That's just kind of my point of view. That's why I don't mind making videos on something that I think is solid, legit, I mean, I don't want this my videos to be like, oh, it's just like a pump and dump, or it's like what's the word? Or don't expect like the stock to like run to $20 or $30. From my point of view, it's more like a long-term investment, and it'll take time. Like you don't like if you're just trying to day trade, this probably isn't the right stock. First of all, because it doesn't even have enough volume. It usually has like 2 million in volume. You can scalp it, but I mean, it's not liquid enough for you to like even like make enough. Like, it usually like fluctuates from 1020 to 1035, 1050, and then come back, right? So I mean, like this isn't like a day trading stock. This is more like a buy. For the same reason, I don't even really buy options for this one. I basically just get the shares. There was one time I bought options, but I really had a good gut feeling about that Super Bowl stuff, and so I made some money off of that. But and I plan to get options closer to the closer to the merger time frame, probably like around June or July. Hopefully, I can get another nice chunk there. But that I think will be more risky. Just because I don't know if this one will like either drop under after merger or pop, because some of the stocks really fluctuate in that sense, right? Like I can show you guys. I probably showed you guys in in a few different videos, but this is another SPAC that I really liked. This was Tritium, and you guys can go back and watch videos on this. But this was the timeline here, like where it was all SPAC, right? And then when it merged, it dumped. But at some point, it did run up. So, I mean, that possibility is there. So once it closes the deal here, it could drop. But I still think we could get a pop. So that's just something to be considered, or like, be aware of. So let me see if I can finish up some of these last articles. Just want to run through these really fast. We already talked about that. Again, this is really cool, I thought, but not too important. The only other two things I think I saw on here was this here. I guess he's gonna present. This is the CEO, Thomas. He's gonna present at this year's Automotive News Europe Congress. There's really not enough information. It's gonna be next month, July 13th to the 14th. There's really no what it is about, and I don't even know what this is. But I guess it's like a big Europe Congress thing, and just to have him featured and expand on what Polestar is, and their goals, and what zero emissions, I think it'll put some good eyes on it, right? Because obviously it's a big convention or whatever. Yeah, so here how Polestar will realize its ambitions to become a major player, and I think Europe is gonna give them a warm welcome, because I mean, the vehicle's just designed for that, for that region, like Volvo, they got the same genetics, I don't know what the correct words. Usually when I make videos, I have to think about how to word stuff correctly, but during lives, I stutter a little bit more. It's hard for me to get stuff out. But on this little Congress thing, I did look at the thing, and basically, they got a few different speakers. Join us in Prague. It's basically in Prague for a comprehensive series of keynote addresses, top-level presentations, and panel discussions focusing on managing disruption while planning for the future. And there's actually a few other different automakers. So you have Toyota of Europe, you have the Hyundai and Mercedes-Benz, and Polestar, baby. So I think that's cool. And yeah, there's not too much else. I think you have to pay to actually join this, so I'm gonna go ahead and close that out. There was like one more article, but I'm gonna have to find it really quick. Let me see if I can type it really quick, and then we'll take a look at the charts, and I'll answer any questions you guys have. How about that? Will that work? 1 second. I'm just gonna find that article, because it was gonna lead good into, yeah, here it is. I just didn't save it. I did highlight it. I did go through it. And actually, somebody in the comments last time in the videos actually mentioned this, which I think was neat. This came out May 9th, so a few days old. But basically, just giving records to the German sales for April. Basically, they fell 22%, basically based off of the supply chains. So we all know that and stuff, right? But Polestar and Tesla actually still made really good sales numbers, despite like the overall sector like not doing well. So these were like the two outliers, basically. And I think, what was it, let me see, Yeah, so big winners in German market, right? Market hit badly by supply shortages, 22% to 180,000. But this is basically the main thing I wanted to point out. Polestar's registrations were up 203%, and Tesla's grew at 34%. So this basically outpaced Volkswagen. I think they had to reduce their production due to part shortages, right? And then the chip crisis in Ukraine. So, and then I guess the full overall sales market is about 12% now, which I didn't know. I thought it was like around 8. So, I mean, just the electric vehicle market's really growing fast, and a lot faster than I thought too. So sales of fully electric cars fell 6.9% to 22,000 for a 12.3% market share. So still a small market, like, and this is, I think, just in Europe, right? So a lot of growth ahead. What was that, like 80, 88, about 87% still, if you guys want to get to 100, right? But I mean, even taking just half of that, I mean, it would be insane, right? Although we do have competition, right? So we have like Kia, we have Hyundai, we have NIO that I think is trying to expand into Europe. So, you know, it's not going to completely go 50-50, but I think there's just some good stuff to point out. So that is all the articles I have. We can go ahead and shift over to the chart. Let me pull it up for you guys. And if you guys have any questions, definitely put them in the comments. We'll just talk about Polestar, and then I think once we get done, we can also talk about other stock stuff if you are interested in. Or I can end the stream and then redo another stream, and we can, then I can do like a stock market, generic market live stream and hang out with you guys, whatever you guys want to do. As far as the chart, let's see what we got. So volume, not great. But I think what it is we're actually at the bottom, because this is a bottom down here. We have the second double bottom here. Obviously $10 is the redemption level. I think our main target is going to be like 1060 now. This is that purple line here. This is a monthly level, and it's really where we have trouble getting like right here was a support, right? You know, this was a support. So this basically matches up to this level, right? Because we consolidated here for a while, right? And not just that, but I mean, we have history at this level, right, back here as well. So that's why this area right here is going to be like a strong resistance. So don't think it'll be an easy breeze. It's going to take some time to get above it. But as far as like the bottom, I think the bottom was, you know, maybe a few days ago. I think, let me go to a shorter time frame. So let me just actually point out this 1060 is a area. Yo, what's up, Arthur? What's going on? What did I miss? Oh man, we just got done with most of the news and the DD, but definitely feel free to rewind. We're gonna cover the chart, and then I guess I could, yeah, I don't know how to do that. It took me a while to get through all those articles. You might need to go back, but stick for the technical analysis part, I guess, really quick, and then you can go back and look at that. Yeah, so I was just telling the guys that 1060. Oh, this is 100. My bad. This is 11. This is the 1060. Yo, I'm blind. I already wear glasses. But up here is the other resistance level, right? 11 psychologically is just gonna be a resistance. So 1060, 11, and those are like really like incremental numbers too, like 1050, $11. So those are psychologically just resistance in general. But yeah. And actually, if you can go further, you can see we had some consolidation here. So these are just strong resistance areas, right? And then up here, like, was that 1150? I guess 1230. So people were asking about, what were they asking? They wanted to know my price targets and stuff. I would say 15 is gonna be one, right? Let me show you really quick though. So this is the range that I have, right? This here and here, this little bar that I drew. So we broke out, came back. I think we're gonna continue going like this and touch this resistance here, this consolidation level. and then depending how we react here, we can continue going like that, and then basically start breaking back out. But I do think the bottom is in. Just I also think that the stock market in general is like, it's so oversold. I think right now you could probably see this in the SPY. Let me just show you. Like, we're not really selling off a lot anymore. We're really just going sideways. So let me see if I can explain it. This is on the daily chart. So these like initial first weeks, like these moves were pretty big, right? Like very volatile, very volatile. But like the most recent price days, like we've really not haven't done much with the market. Like we've been like, we'll go up, we'll go down, we'll go up, and we'll just end up closing like towards the open. And maybe I can do this in a 1 hour chart just to give a better idea. But these moves down here were like violent, right? Like we had some pretty big moves, and actually it's like this, like pretty big violent moves, right? Big violent moves. But now, like up to like most recently, like we really haven't done much. Like we've kind of like trying to figure out where we need to be, right? We're really just waiting on news is what I'm thinking. So this is the SPY. So I think like the bottom is in. Now we're just trying to figure out where we need to be. Like we either need to shoot back up to about 420, or we need to come back down to 380 or 385, like around this range. Right now we're trying to figure out where we're at. And honestly, we've had this gap down here, which we filled. That was the main concern that I had a while ago. And this is actually a strong support level here, like 385. That's why I got this marked out here. Because we came out here and got rejected, and then we came back and it was a support, and then when we got back up, we basically confirmed it, and it became a support for us. So this area here, 385, was a good support for us, and now we're working back to these levels up here. I think like 410, 420, these are the next areas to watch. So that's the SPY, but the only reason I even bring up the SPY is because this kind of helps dictate the what's the word, the atmosphere, the I don't know what the word, I have it in the tip of my tongue. You guys know what it's just like the vibe. What's the vibe called? The consensus, like if there's fear, if the SPY is selling off, then nobody wants to buy anything, right? So this basically is the driver of everything else, and this is the SPY. But you can actually look at, I bought some Luna, that's why I had that pulled up. What do you guys think about Luna? Do you guys like Luna? And let me ask questions. Let me go back to GGPI. I'm gonna give this guy my price targets. So, and I've probably talked about this in a few different times. I think when we close, we'll probably... Yeah, it's the sentiment. Thank you, Arthur. That's the word, sentiment. Sorry, my English isn't great, so... I mean, it's good, but it's not like some of my vocabulary is just, sometimes I lose it and I can't find it. What do you guys think about? Okay, I want to hear your price targets. Arthur said we were just talking about that today with SPY and stock relations. Yeah. No problem. Thank you, sir. You're a good man. You're a good man. So, these are going to be levels that I'm watching right down here. There's so much price history here, so we really just need to get above like $11 to get some breathing room, right? It's just so what's the word? I don't want to say constipated. What's the word? It's so cluttered. It's like so messy. It's so overwhelming. Like all this price action here. I mean, even if I take off the lines and stuff, it's just a lot going on here. So I just want to get above 11, like 11 to, start indicating an uptrend. And then we can start adding more resistance here, like up at 12. I mean, even like, yeah, here, like up like at 1230, 1220, 1220. Like that area is like major support. We don't really have resistance there. And then since from there, we don't have anything up to here. So we have way like bigger ranges, like it just lets you breathe, it's like you don't feel the tight spaces whenever you get in a tight space. What's the word? You guys know what the word is. Not constipated, it's feel like I can't breathe. What's the word? Freak. It starts with a C though. Do you guys know it? Anyway, these are the higher price ranges up here. It's just like bigger swings we can do. Like we can start breathing. Whenever you feel like you can't. Claustrophobic. Yes. Thank you, man. Hey, Arthur's gonna be my dictionary now. I need you at all the live streams, brother. So this is yeah. So yeah. Thank you, man. That's the word. I knew it started with the C, but I couldn't remember what it was. I guess I could. We kind of talk about the Excel sheet that I have. Have I showed you the Excel sheet, guys? Let me. Probably haven't shown you the Excel sheet. I think I have. I may have shown you guys. I think a lot of people get mad, but I'm gonna always kind of be real with you guys. Let me actually time the 45 minutes is where we kind of stopped talking about Polestar, or not stop talking about Polestar, but people asking about the price. I want to hear your price target, and I'm gonna work on getting you guys my price target real quick. Is that cool with you? Can you guys post your price targets and like timelines? Like, hey, I see Polestar here so far, and I see Polestar here at this, this year, next year. Right now, what I'm gonna do is quickly give you guys. I'm gonna quickly update this sheet so that way I can give you guys an example. I do this every time I stream, and I never update my sheet, so but it'll kind of help illustrate my price target for you guys. Go EV is canoe. Wow, this thing's at $3.30. NASCAR, what's going on, man? A sober SNS and DBGI in play for tomorrow. Oh, nice, man. We're gonna have to look at those in a bit. Trying to help out some of the GGPI homies right now. If anybody wants to comment their price target, don't be shy. Rags to wisdom. Anyone in a good mood? Everyone's in a good mood. Well, is everyone in a good mood? I think like everyone's depressed right now because of the stock market. Is everyone depressed? Are you guys still making money? I'm still making some money. I'm not gonna lie. I'm playing options. So 15 when the merger news comes through, but 12 by the end of the month, maybe my opinion. Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good idea. So let's think pre-merger, like for the announcement of the shareholder, I think that'll pop maybe like to 13, possibly 15, and then the next catalyst. So there's like catalyst, right? So they're gonna announce the shareholder meeting. That's the first catalyst. Then the second catalyst is gonna be the actual merger date, right? And then it's gonna be the actual post-merger like movement, like how is it gonna react after it actually closes? Like it can either like dump and it's gonna scare a lot of people, and then it could do that flip like that 180 where it runs back up to $15-20. Because I've seen that with other SPACs. I'm sure you guys have seen a few other ones. So that's what I'm thinking. 13 to 15 with the shareholder meeting. Now keep in mind we need to have strong indexes as far as like the market. Like the SPY needs to be cooled down. There has to be no fear in the market. The NASDAQ, all the tech stocks, they need to be doing their thing. Tesla needs to be doing good. Or not technically be doing good, but just not falling off a bridge, or how do you say that? Yeah, falling off a bridge. Like, so this is the last time I updated. It was at 876, and now it's at 724. 37. Polestar is at 1031. Neo was like at $16. I think it's like at 14 now. Actually, it got a price upgrade. Do you guys like Polestar or Neo? Yes, you guys like Polestar. Of course you guys like Polestar. Do you guys like Neo? And Ford. I actually love Ford. Especially around these price range, $13. People were buying this around $22. But Ford just like they like really like accelerated their whole design process for delivering the truck and stuff. Like they're already doing deliveries. Some of their numbers came in a lot higher than they actually were anticipating, like their horsepower, their range and stuff. It far, like not far exceeded, but I can probably find that article for you guys if you're interested in Ford. But I do like Ford, just because they got stuff done, and I mean they've been doing this stuff for years, right? So I mean for them to switch over to electric vehicle, they were able to, like, you know, pick up a electric design team or whatever it was, and just, you know, get shit done, you know. That's the right word to say. Ford electric truck range and stuff, right? Let me see if I can find. Also, Rivian's actually a pretty cool company now. I mean, it's very overvalued, but it's actually pretty cool. And I've seen some tweets and stuff. So there's potential there too. Are you guys invested in any of these, or just Polestar? Because there's gonna be more than one winner, and Polestar right now, it really just has the sedan market, right? I feel like I would invest in Polestar and Ford, but now, like, seeing Rivian, I kind of am interested in them, and Tesla, of course, right? I don't know if I would really buy Lucid just because their vehicles are so high upscaled, and it's just gonna be a really niche market, right? Like, I'm trying to target people that are in the middle to lower class, and even like higher class will end up getting a Polestar, right? Because I think Tom Brady, didn't he, like, I don't know if he has a Polestar. I know Leo has a Polestar. Like, he showed up to one of the things, to one of the shows with it. Arthur said, I said Arturo. That's the main problem right now, that it's been bearish in indexes, but the good thing about GGPI, it doesn't move too much to where it's really affected. Right. Yeah, and that's another thing to note too. Right now it doesn't move a lot because we have that $10 limit, right? Like that, the redemption level. But once it merges, it's free game, right? So after it merges, don't think that it's not gonna go under $10, because then it's a free stock. So that's one thing. Another thing that I want to remind people, like, don't think that your risk is limited. The risk is limited until the merger gets completed. Once the merger gets completed, it can definitely go underneath 10. So that's just kind of for, like, people that are newer and don't really, like, haven't done SPACs in a while. So when people say, "Oh, you only have so much risk potential," that's just right now. So definitely, like, consider that. But I do think, like, man, if it comes under like $8, which honestly I think it probably will dip to like 8, like for like maybe like a day or something, or half a day or something. Like, man, I think people would probably start buying it up. Just my opinion though, so don't take my advice. It takes over an hour to charge the F-150. Really? General contractors don't want to waste that much time if they have to drive to a far. Oh, I didn't know how long it took to charge it. Time is money, and you don't have time to waste an hour charging. That's true. That's true. When you fill up under 5 minutes with diesel, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's true, man. I think I mean, aren't they working on? We can actually talk about the EV stations. How about that? You guys want to talk about electric vehicle stations? Or which ones? Oh, I didn't even tell you my price targets. Let me show you guys real quick. Okay, so price to sales ratios, I've highlighted this in yellow because this is what I really track. This is the price of the stock, and then this is their market cap. You basically just times, the market cap is, what is this, E2? What did I do? Oh yeah, I hit it. It's basically the shares times, is the shares times the price, basically. That's how you get the market cap. So the market cap is basically how much the company's worth. And so you can see Polestar is going to go, when they announced their merger, it was going to be at $10, right, per share. So it's going to be like around a 20 billion market cap. That's how much it's worth. And they're bringing in about 1.6 billion. They made like, what, 29,000 vehicles last year. They brought in 1.6 billion, and their price to sales is about 13. So it's actually really close to Tesla. So valuation, it seems good, like at 10. But Tesla was trading higher, right? Like, it was trading like at 20p or some 20 ps. Lucid right now is trading at, and this is just because I don't have their numbers, so this might be a little outdated. Actually, we can probably go to Doku, and let me see if I can get it for you guys. Doku, this is a good, nice little page that you can go to and find just stats on different tickers that you're interested in. They have to be public though, so Polestar or SPACs won't show you. Oof. But see, like this is Lucid right now, right? The market cap for them is 30 billion at $17. So just think about how much they were worth when they were at like $40-50. Like you basically times $40 times their shares, they would have like, let me see if I can do that math for you. So right now it's 17 times about 1.6. We're just doing this kind of estimate. So 1.6 billion. So is that here, right? About 27 billion, about 30 billion, right? So that makes sense. So just double this, it would be like 56 billion is how much they were worth. Like a 56 billion company, or right now it's a $30 billion company, and the revenue that they're bringing, let's run this down all the way to their earnings, their financial summary here. They're bringing in only 57 million. That's like 57 million. Like for, let's say you hire somebody, for $30 billion and they're only bringing you in 57 million per quarter. Like that's like way overvalued, right? You're getting ripped off. So that's what the price to sales ratio is. Like right now, if you were to buy Lucid for 30 billion and they're only generating that much, you're like way overpaying it by like 1,000 price to sales. So you usually want a lower price to sales. That means you're getting a much better deal for your dollar. Okay, so Tesla, let's see, Tesla, I think it's good. Tesla used to be overvalued, but they're bringing in so much money now that their market cap, it makes more sense, right? So their price of sales is about 1282. They're worth 800 billion, about roughly. And they're bringing in, let's see what they're bringing in. I mean, they're doing really good, right? They're bringing 18 billion, but multiply that by 4 because there's 4 quarters in a year. So 18 times 4, what is that? Like 72 billion, right? They bring in 72 billion quarterly. They're still growing, so this will be growing each year, and they're worth like 10x or 12x what they're bringing in. So it's not as rich as Lucid. So that's something that you guys want to also like consider. And that's how I got some of these numbers. So these are just estimates right now because some of these revenues for 21s I put estimate. So Polestar at $10 would be trading at like a 13, which is not bad. Hey, Arturo, he has to go. I got to go. Thank you. Hey, I appreciate you helping me out with some vocabulary, man. I just showing some love too. So if you can, man, just hit the like button for me. And hopefully I can make some more Polestar videos for you guys. I just wanted to cover like a whole bunch of different stuff today, and I had a lot of articles, so I didn't want to make a 20-minute video. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it though. I hope to see you in the comments in the next video or something. And yeah, if anybody has questions, I was just kind of going off on a lecture here, but we can talk about any stocks that you guys are interested in, or if you guys have any preference. He was asking me about Polestar though. I think so. Let's just say that Polestar was trading at $15. They would give it like a 20, and so that's why I kind of see Polestar trading around $15 to $18. Like it would be a fair valuation. A lot of people are holding Lucid's valuation like right now at $17, and it has a 300 price to sales. But you would want to compare their market cap, right? So for us to trade at 28 million or billion, right now we're at 38. So we would need to kind of match it. Let's just match it. Honestly, like it would be worth more. So let's say like 1450, about 1450 is like, would give it the same valuation as Lucid on paper, right? But actually Polestar has a lot more value than Lucid in my opinion. Like we have more deliveries. I mean, we have, honestly, I don't follow Lucid too much, but I know we have more deliveries. We have more markets. We have Volvo. We have a lot of exposure. So that's worth a lot. They don't have as much cash as Lucid though. I think these guys have like what 6 billion or something, 4 billion. So they have a lot of cash, but they're also paying interest on that. So, but yeah, if you were just to compare, like Polestar, let's just highlight these and let's highlight them in blue. Let's highlight these in blue. Okay, so if we were just to compare these two, like to have the same market cap, excuse me, if we were to just to compare the market cap, if somebody was to buy Lucid or Polestar, they needed at the same price, like 28 billion. Let's try to get to 28 billion, like 30, no, like 1350. Oops. How do you 1350? Yeah, so that's actually really close. So 1350, like that would make Lucid and Polestar be worth the same as far as market cap. Then Polestar would be trading at 13 and Lucid would be trading at 17. But me personally, I would value Polestar a little bit higher, like let's say 7 billion more. So I'd be like 35 billion. That's why I was saying, like, yeah, about $17. About $17. I don't know. That's what I was thinking though. And that would give them a price of sales of 22, which is still a lot better than Lucid. But I don't know. How's that? Does that make sense? Am I correct in this? Also, like, note the revenues, right? So this is 88 million versus 1.6 billion. So like huge difference. That's why I say Polestar is worth more, because they're bringing in more money. They have more deliveries. They have the same as, the only thing that Polestar's lacking is the technology, and that's the same thing, right? That Lucid has like the best technology as far as range, like 500 miles is really good, but they also like have a bigger price tag on them. Polestar doesn't have like the huge range and stuff, but I probably have mentioned this in some of my videos. I think that's gonna change once they get the Polestar 3 out. That one's gonna have like 300k or more, or 300 miles. And what I think is gonna happen is they'll probably end up swapping like the batteries that are coming with the Polestar 2 now, like that technology. They're probably gonna just volt that, or just get rid of it, and they're gonna start using the technology that they're using on Polestar 3. They're gonna find a configuration to be able to use it inside the Polestar 2. I think that's what's gonna happen. Because if you guys have seen some of the other videos, they're like building like the whole Polestar 1 or Polestar 2 to Polestar 5, like they're building it on the same frame, like the same same framework and stuff. So and that just helps like scalability. Like they'll be able to, like, it's basically the same frame, and they can just change like little things to change the model. That's the same thing that Rivian's actually doing too. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's not much difference between the cover Rivian versus like the one with the bed and stuff. So, but yeah, so I think once Polestar 3 comes out, hope, fingers crossed, they can get that done, and they deliver all the stuff that they're saying, which I think they should, because they were saying, hey, we're gonna do 29,000, and they delivered. They've been doing so good with their goals and stuff, and I think they can get it done. I think the only thing with the Polestar 3 is they'll probably end up pushing the deadline till like the spring of 2023, maybe the second quarter. Because I think they were supposed to have it ready at the end of this year, right? I don't know though. You guys let me know. There's so much news that I read that I forget when the Polestar. I know the Polestar 3 is gonna be here. I know it's coming out in South Carolina. But I don't know if it's gonna. I think they might just release the prototype at the end of this year, and then 2023 is when they'll start actually making it and stuff. So I'm looking stuff up right now. Okay, here's the article I found. So let me just scroll to the top. I want to make sure it was good. Volvo to produce the new Polestar 3 in South Carolina. This is from June 20. This is like way last year, right? So formerly in a. You guys know the story. You guys know the history. Formerly under Volvo cars, the new SUV will be absolutely. What did I say? Okay, the new Polestar 3 SUV will absolutely be the new flagship, right? Brand as it expands its lineup, and so even from that, you can just see the new flagship is gonna be the new car. I think they're still gonna like promote the Polestar 2, but in the back end they're gonna change the framework and use the Polestar 3 technology. Like the whole technology that's coming with this car is gonna be like completely different. Like they're gonna be using Qualcomm Dragon chips and stuff. They're gonna include the automation, like the autonomous driving stuff, the whole Android automotive. I've made videos on stuff like this already, and I don't know everything off the top of my head, but the whole Polestar 3 is like the real pivotal point, I think. It's gonna everything before it's gonna be, because right now the Polestar 2, if I got this right, they're using the old Volvo platform, like the battery stuff. So like the battery location's kind of weird. They don't have enough leg room inside the car. Once they start building like the Dragon, and they have their own frame for the Polestar 3, they're gonna like just increase like weight, the leg room, space and all that, and that's just like aesthetic wise. They're also gonna do, I mean, just the technology, right? They have Nvidia, they have laser lidar. I could pull up some more articles, but I'll let you guys do that. Where is it? So investing, yeah. See, Volvo. I mean, just it's so nice to have this name being backed up, right, by Polestar 3. It's nice, right? Okay, so here it is. It will have the same platform as the next generation Volvo CX. Right. Right now, Polestar's using Volvo's old platform. Like I don't remember the name of it. But Volvo and these guys, Polestar is working on a new platform. I'm guessing it's this one. I don't really know the numbers, to be honest. Where is the? It's supposed to come in 2022 is what I saw. Did I miss it? 2017. I just saw 2022 somewhere. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. I skipped it. Yeah, vehicles expected to go into production in 2022. I think this statement will probably be for 2023, spring 2023. I think they'll probably demonstrate like a showroom car, like what's it called, like a dummy car at the end of this year, and just give you guys they've actually already spotted the Polestar 4 though. Let me see. Let me type this somewhere else because I want to make sure I have the right article. You guys, how's everyone's day going though? Everybody doing good? Polestar 3, I think, is NASCAR still in here? We were supposed to talk some stocks too. Polestar 4 spotted. I'm gonna just say spotted. Testing or something? Yeah, this is something that came out a while ago. Like they already have, I mean, they're doing testing. I mean, they're not making it like public and stuff. Like they're not looking for clout, you know? They're not searching for clout. They're just trying to get shit done. That's what I like. Like they don't need to make a press release for this. Like they know they're gonna get it done. Like, come on, chill. So yeah, I like it. I like it. I mean, they're doing their thing, and I can show you guys more pictures if you want. It looks kind of weird, to be honest. I'll be honest. Oh, NASCAR's still here. Let's go. Does NASCAR trade Polestar? I don't know if he trades Polestar. Do you like Polestar? This reminds me of the Subaru. I think I said that before, but I don't know. Do you guys trade Polestar or not? It's just, I think it's cool. Polestar appears in new gaze few months from official presentation. Yeah. Here it is. Polestar 3 will be produced in 2022. Nothing was more natural for the company than to present it on American shores in a prototype. This is old though. This is way old. Anyway, I like it. I think like this right here shows that they're delivering what they're working on, what they promised that they would deliver. Like they don't need a press release. They don't need to do anything like to get some clout. That's what I'm saying. Polestar and Nvidia. Let's do that. I'll show you guys, since we're doing the laser. What's it called? Volvo. See if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Level 3 autonomous level technology on the way for the Polestar 3. NASCAR says he doesn't know what Polestar is, to be honest, as an electric vehicle. Dang, we're gonna have to help him out. Somebody in the comments. This is just basically, it's not like Tesla, but it's trying to be Tesla in its own way though, not like straight up copy. They've already got vehicles out on the road. We could actually probably just go to the website to give you a better description. It is a little expensive now that they did their price rate, like their price rises. I don't even know how to spell Polestar. I'm so nervous right now. Here we go. This is the Polestar. They've had like a hybrid, a mixed hybrid. It's called the Polestar 1. It's this one over here. This one was clean. It's just, oh, this is, you're not ready for that one yet. This is the Polestar. This one's the Polestar 1. And it reminds me of like the Mercedes coupe, but yeah, it's clean. It's a hybrid though. Like the engine was back here, I think the battery stuff was back here, and then the engine was back here. Is that right? I personally love the exterior. I don't like the interior, and I don't like the price tag for it. And this one is completely electric. It's got like Brembo brakes, I believe. This one's dope though. It's got they basically work with Google to get the whole Android Automotive, like the operating system. It's like a living car, and people have been buying it, and they keep expanding like their goals and stuff. Like this is brand new. This is like a coupe, convertible. It's a roadster. That's the right word, roadster. So yeah, I would check it out. Hey, they got gear now. Sheesh. They got gear. This is some of the markets or the space rooms, showrooms that they have. Oh, they have one down here. They have one. I'm never going to buy a car that takes 20 times longer to fill up than my current car. It can run on sand, and if it takes an hour to fill up, it's a no-go for me. Gotcha. Oh, I don't know if we'll have cars on sand though. What will you do with so I think the battery stuff it's definitely a concern right now. Like but that's why they're working on like the technology on the battery end. Like they're trying to build like, I don't know what kind of batteries, like what full, like QuantumScape I believe is doing a battery. There's like Microvast. There's a few different battery companies working on batteries, duh. But there's also what's that? There's a company that's working with Polestar. Let me see if I can find it. They basically, or Volvo, isn't it? I showed it to you guys in a video. Northvolt or something? Let me see if I think it might be Northvolt. Yeah, it's Northvolt. This one's another company here. They're working on batteries. And this is an article that we talked about a little while ago. But you see, I've been putting in the work. I've been showing you guys. Yeah, this is the battery. This is one of the battery. This is actually pretty cool. They have Volvo on here, BMW. I think this is like the battery company for Europe. Like this is the battery company. Volkswagen. He said he wants a car with sand though. But what I'm trying to get at is I think on both ends, like on the battery side, they're working for for them to pick up more charge or whatever faster, and then on the charging, like the charging infrastructure, they're working on faster level 2s. Like one of my favorite companies is Tritium. You guys already know what it is. Tritium charging. This is the go-to charging stock for me if you guys are interested. But the one thing I will agree with you is the infrastructure. Like the infrastructure isn't there yet. Let's see. NASCAR says battery technology is incredibly interesting to me. It's just not ready for prime time for me personally. Right? Yeah, exactly. So I think it's gonna take time, and I think that's why some of the goals or the timelines are for like 2030, 2040. Because obviously the infrastructure is not there. Like I think Shell just, and this is because I follow like electric stuff. Let me go to my Twitter. Let's see if we can find it. But basically, let me see if I got any clout on here. I'll just quickly look at the clout. Polestar livestream, baby. Let's go. Yeah, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, that'd be awesome. But yeah, and I post free unusual well stuff. If you guys want to check them out, definitely do that. And you can use the link there for some discount. But let me show you one thing. Here it is. Congratulations to Shell. They just installed their 200 free fast charger. So two things to note. First, it's a fast charger. So obviously, the time, like they're using like tritium, like the fast chargers, so it's not gonna be like an hour to charge and stuff. But on the downside, it's only their 200th charger. Like, so I agree with you when you say there's not enough infrastructure out there. Yeah, we're like super early stage. I mean, this is only 2022, so I agree with you on that. It's gonna take time, but I mean, the only thing that's bullish is that when you see legacy gas stations like picking up the trend, like that's when you start to realize that this is a thing, you know? Plus there's like tons of billions of dollars like going into all this like like billions of dollars like the infrastructure bill, like I mean, there's some stuff I disagree with and stuff, but I mean, it's going to be expensive. So there's money to be made on both ends, like from the consumer and then I mean, just I don't know, and it should be helping the world and the clean and energy and stuff. But yeah, check out Tritium. I think they're cool. It's a good company. They're basically my favorite one. I've been talking about this one for a while. They have the PKM. They're building their facility in Nashville, and I don't know, it's really cool. They basically sell to charge point or not charge. Yeah, they do sell to charge point. They sell to everybody. So they have the guts and everything, and they build the charger. Like let's say they build that charger. They build this charger and then they sell it, and all ChargePoint will do is just rebrand this to make it look like it's their charger and stuff. So yeah, that's cool. So on this end, people are working on like fast chargers, right? So people don't want to wait an hour. I agree, they don't want to wait an hour. And then on the battery side, people are building like gigafactories. They're building, green batteries. This will be an interesting IPO, or if they ever go through a SPAC, that'd be cool. This one's cool. But Volkswagen has a partnership. Polestar is owned by Volvo. So anything that Volvo owns is basically ours. That's what's really cool about investing in Polestar. So Volvo, I mean, is legacy automaker. I mean, they're getting these partnerships because they have money and they're like Europe's favorite automaker, basically. So it's just nice to be part of the Polestar community, the Polestar family, I think. What do you guys think? And then you got the vehicle, the only thing I'll say, like I said, the range is in there, the technology is in there, where like the other competitors already have it, and the price tag, like it's like really close to Tesla, to where it's like, should I just get a Tesla with the battery range? So they need to like really push on some technology to like really make them more attractive than the other automotive, right? So I think about wrap up everything I had to say. Really interesting stuff. I don't know, you guys have any questions? Didn't plan to make this one last too long, but I don't know, I had fun explaining stuff. I like talking about these things. It's the V3 superchargers with super slow speeds and cold weather. Right. And actually what these guys are doing, they build their technology to like withstand like all that cold Antarctica and all that crazy weather. That's why I really like this company here. They basically built a test facility where they test all their chargers and stuff, and they develop their new iterations and stuff. So yep, man, this was a good stream. What do you guys think? You guys have any questions? Let me see if these guys posted any new release for this one. Check out Sober for tomorrow, 4 a.m. spike potential. Oh yeah, did we look at the charts? Let's take a look at some charts then. I don't think I explained any of my price targets for anything. Yeah, let's take a look at Sober. Well, let me quickly see. Did we talk about Polestar? I'm just gonna wrap up everything. Yeah, we basically talked about, we're near the bottom, right? 11 1060 range, then we get some breathing room finally, and 1230 can easily come a lot faster, and then we'll worry about these levels when we get there. So good, I think we're good there. And one thing before we look at Sober, I'm just going to show you the options flow right now, and this is stuff that I've kind of covered before on the video. So this is just some of the flow that's came in for GGPI. And if you guys don't have Unusual Wells, check it out. You can get a really good edge on trading options. But right now, I'm not sure if you guys can see this far in here, but it's 57% bearish. The first thing that I note here, or notice here, is there's a lot of call volume, right? So initially this would mean it's bullish, and the call premium is 88% or 81%, so it would like signify bullish. But then the premium is actually bearish. So what this means is that they're actually just selling a lot of calls. And so right now they're just doing covered calls is what it looks like. They're just collecting premium on their shares until the big run up. So I would just say don't get trapped as far as like buying contracts right now, just because, well, this was like back then, right? I feel like things are gonna start changing a bit soon. Let's look at the overall flow level here. Yeah, so like most of these orders for June, bearish, June kind of in the middle. So they're starting to pick up on the bullish side actually. So Junes are starting to get some steam. The 7.15s for July, they're kind of bearish. They're the 12.15s. Let's actually just break down this by full chain breakdown. And let's go to, so this is June 17th. There's 2.8K in volume. This probably will be what we'll be interested in. You can see the open interest here and the volume. So the open interest means those are contracts that are out there already. And right now, I think the heavy area that's concentrated is 1250. It's slightly more bullish, so that's actually good to see. And that's actually the biggest open interest in the chain. On the bearish side, there's not really many puts. Like the biggest one is 1,000 and then 2,000. But even these are actually bullish. Like this one's really bullish, and then this one's kind of in the middle. So June might actually have a nice pop now that I'm looking at it. Like the chains for 1250 and the chains for 15 are bullish. The chains for 17 are bullish. The only ones that I'd be concerned with are the 10s. But at $10, I don't know. It's hard to, that's near the redemption level. So I actually might be taking a look at the chain options for 1250. How much are they right now? They're 32 cents. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna add these to my watch list. The ones that I'm more interested on are definitely the July ones. But actually looking at these are actually pretty bearish, like pretty much down the middle, slightly more bearish. 16,000 is the one that has the most open interest, and then the 10,000 are the ones that, or the 7,000 for the 10 are bearish as well. I might actually be willing to risk a little bit of money in getting maybe the 12s for next month. That's actually pretty interesting risk reward there. But I'll be willing to lose that money. Okay, definitely don't sell your shares to get options, but I might play around with some options. Just as the, we talked about the shareholder meeting earlier, that we could get an announcement. I might get some of these, get a quick double up or something. That'd be interesting. That's actually a good play, maybe. So, and then the July ones. But the July ones, they're actually bearish. So I'm not exactly sure how to read that right now. Let's see if we can just look at the flow levels. So pretty bearish for the premium levels. Let me look. This is kind of gives you a better visual. So June actually shows that it's more bearish for some reason, but it could be slightly skewed because of those $10. I think the $10 ones were bearish, right? Were the $10 ones bearish? They were bullish. It was, yeah, the $10 were bearish, 4,000 bearish, and then the $20 were bearish. So that's like about 5,000 that are on the bear side. The 10,000s are good. Interesting. Let's look at the most active chains just to get an idea of like what's being traded. These are basically expiring. I wouldn't trade options for is it this week? Yeah, I wouldn't try these. That's 22,000. These are gonna probably expire worthless, to be honest. We still have a few days though, but I wouldn't worry too much about the mace. What else? The 10s are bearish, but at the redemption level, don't really pay too much attention to them, to be honest. There's just not a lot of activity, to be honest, either. Let me look at the orders here. 25,000. So on, what was this, Wednesday? A lot of bearish came in, but these are for next year. These are for 2 years next. Was it January 19, 2024? Be throwing up. Look at the volume on these 10s. So yesterday, was it Friday? They had 25 open contracts. Then they had a nice volume pop, and they had a double of that. So now they had 1,000. So the volume is actually picking up. So 1,600 on Thursday, 2,800. And previous to these, there was only trading like 200, 100, 600. So volume is starting to pick up on these for June 17th. NASCAR says it's all fluff, BS press releases until I see it with my own eyes in the real world. Oh, yeah. I think he's talking about the technology and stuff. For the batteries and stuff. Yeah, we'll just have to wait. We'll have to wait and see how things, because obviously there's going to be a lot of people that, or companies that want to, you know, change the world and have a product and become a good company, but there's going to be a lot of them that either go and bankrupt or get acquired by other companies, like for their technology or whatever it may be, for their patents and stuff. But yeah, obviously not every car and not every battery. Like there's too much supply. It would be too much supply for the, like, so many people want to become a successful company, I think. So many startups right now. Right? And a lot of them are like trading at penny levels now because either they're pre-revenue or yeah, they can't deliver their product. But that's what's really cool about Polestar. Because they already have all that. They just aren't public yet. They're just trying to get public now. They have the product, they have pretty good technology. They have, you know, some market share. They just aren't public. They're actually much better than Lucid. Like in the other way around, Lucid's public, but their technology is good, but their deliveries and stuff aren't like where they need to be. The only thing I guess the thing I do like about Lucid is they got that really good deal with Saudi Arabia. That's going to be really good for them. And I mean, they also have like the Saudi Arabia backing, which is good. So it's hard to see them fail, but at the end of the day, Saudi Arabia is just an investor, so they could just pull out, you know? Like, I mean, Ford and Amazon were investors for Rivian, and you see them, they've been pulling out. So I wouldn't like hold my, like, I wouldn't put all my money like that, because those pipe investors or whatever, the pips, they can pull out. So, and you've seen it, like I said, you've seen it with Amazon and Ford pulling out of Rivian, right? But the difference between Polestar and Volvo is they actually already own the company. What they're gonna do, sell it or something? I don't know. It'd be different, I think. But I don't know. These are just my thoughts, so definitely don't like take my words as financial advisor, as the Bible or something. Yeah, short term, right now the flow is bearish, is 57%. I think I just heard something come off. The flow is bearish. The full chain breakdown, most of the activities for next month. That's what I'm interested in. The 1250 are the ones that I'm looking at because they have 10,000 about 11,000 contracts. The volume is still good. Like, I mean, 500 is not awesome, but it's good. And the ratio is still decent. It's about 60%, I would say, bullish. So about 6,000 of those contracts, about 7,000. And then the only thing that was really tripping me up was the premiums and stuff down here. So this is the premium by expiration for today. What is that? What happened? Something just happened. What? I don't know what that was. Something just happened. Um, I'm sorry, something came in through my phone. I don't know, or did you guys hear that? I don't think you guys heard it. Okay, so the premium for today, what I was saying is bearish, right? So 520, they're basically, they had a lot of call premium, but they were basically selling calls as like covered calls, right? 47, 46 premium and call premium, but at the end of the premium, 41K. So they had 24K input premium, but at the end of the day, the entire bearish flow was 41, which is about 60%. If you add 24 and 46, it's like 60 or 70, right? So 70, so 41 out of the 70 is bearish, about 60%. The other 28 to 30K is bullish. I wouldn't even touch this the May stuff. I would be more interested in, let's see if I can zoom in for you guys to give you guys. For the Junes, there's 171K in premium and only 13K in put premium. But it looks like the overall bullish premium is only 72K. So what I'm thinking is about 100K from the call side is being sold as covered calls. So that's why you have 113 plus 72 would be the 171 plus 13. So the overall bearish premium is about 61%. But I'm still liking those calls, but I'm saying like those would be like, just be willing to lose that money just in case, and obviously take profit. So if you get them like at that $32 range and they go up to like 50 cents or 53 cents, I would take profit, right? Because it could just be random spikes and you guys got to know when to sell your options. And then that profit you can like reinvest it into other companies, but or Polestar is what I mean. So this one actually has the most premium just in call. So I think a lot of stuff's gonna happen in June, which I think everybody's preparing for that, right? And July has decent. These basically have the most. After July, there's like no activity. There's like 17K and 19K. There's no interest in contracts at this time. So that kind of backs up the move coming for June and for July, basically. For July, it's kind of down the middle, 50%, 49%. This one's not too far out either, though. It's like 40%, 61%, slightly more bearish. But I did like those 12.5 calls, like that I was showing you guys. Right, and then this is like top dark pool trades, like 3.2 million. I doubt these are shares that are being sold. These are probably most likely getting bought up. I think the game plan right now, while people wait, is just selling calls to collect premium. And then once it's getting closer to the merger, then they'll stop selling calls and just start buying the calls. I think that's what it is, though. That's what I think. So right now I don't have any options, but I'm gonna add these to the watch list. I might even play it safe and just get the ones for July. There's like 3 times that price, so I don't know. These will be much safer. So a game plan could be go ahead and just get the 12.5s for July, and when the thing pops off for June, these should go up. They're not gonna go up as much, but you still should make like a good 40-50%. And then just take your profits, right? Whereas this one, these are going to be a little bit more risky because you don't have that much time. But when it pops, these things are going to probably go up to like 70, maybe 80 cents. So like 100%, more than 100%. So you'll make more, but you're risking, it's a little more risky. But these have more interest, open interest. That's why I like them. Just telling us that they're anticipating a move around that timeline. So that's it. If you guys want the link to this, I can share it with you guys. Let me put this in the chat for you guys. If you're interested in that. I was gonna get let me see if Triple G, or not Triple G, that's me. What is it? I was gonna see if Trippy wanted to get on here for a live stream. He's a guy that's on the Discord. Yeah, I think he smokes weed though, so yeah, he be napping sometimes. I think I might just end the stream. I don't want to carry this one too long. Do you guys have any last minute questions, I can just end the stream here and then launch it with actual just a. And we did some good work today. We talked a lot. We talked a lot about different things. A lot of good stuff, I think. We can chill, and everyone's kind of quiet though, so I don't know. I might just end it. I like hanging out, but I need some stuff to talk. That's why I need A22FC. What up? What's the merger date? When's the merger date? I have options for July. You have options for July? I think you're good, bro. I think you'll get a pop. I think you're, that's not financial advice. I think there's no merger date though, right? Anybody know the merger date for Polestar GGPI? I was trying to get my homie on here for the stream so he can give you guys some AMC DD, some tinfoil hat DD. He's like the conspiracy guy. Do you guys do conspiracy or no? Vuru, Sober, SNS. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta loot. Let me ask this guy. When's the merger date? Does anybody have the merger date, guys? I don't have the merger date. All I can share with you is the volume activity for this. There's I think there's a move anticipated for June because people are loading up on calls for 1250. Let's look at the order book real quick. Get the order book real quick. These are the. We're just gonna do June. These are the puts right here. There's rumors, but before the end of June, I hope. I think so too. NASCAR, we'll look at those tickers in a little bit. Let me just wrap up the GGPIs. Let me wrap up the GGPI talk. 2500. Go to 30 days. See, there's a lot of people selling the calls for June right now. I think closer to the end of May, I think people will probably close up some of these positions and then they'll open them up as long positions. Right now they're just getting premium because it's basically trading sideways and the premium's going down. That's how I see it. Like the premium's slowly going down. Like right here, for example, somebody bought these. Well, okay, so somebody sold the 1250 calls for June, right? They sold them for 96 cents, right? Now they were worth 96 cents like a month ago. Now they're worth 68 cents. So that's like a third that they're making money off, right? So that's how they've been making money off GGPI right now. They've been selling these calls for premium to collect premium. But then I think towards the end of May, a lot of these positions will probably get closed. And then they'll open them as long positions, I think. So that's my initial thoughts, but... And 22FC said just rumors, but before the end of June, I hope. Yeah. Well, they have to, right? They have to because they extended their termination to the end of June or July. I forgot. I posted it on the video. So yeah. Anybody have any other questions? We're gonna take a look at some of the stuff that NASCAR is looking at. I hit up my homie, see if he wants to join with some tinfoil hat, but it might not be no tinfoil hat. Vedu supposed to IPO. Oh, we don't. This one's already out here. Oh no, this is Apple. Sober. Eesh, this one. What do you think about this one, bro? You're gonna buy this one, Sober? SAS. I like SAS. I think this is one we looked at last time. Oh no, these are the ones that you were telling me. These are so risky though. Yo, I ordered the Polestar 2. It's coming this week. I can't wait. Gotta go, man. Gotta work. Hey, appreciate it, man. Thank you for showing up. Hey, let us know how that Polestar is. And I think you'll get, which version did you get? I think you should get the extra horsepower, right? Or because with the update it comes with it. That's awesome, dude. Congrats on the Polestar 2. Yeah, and what color did you get before you go? Let me know what color you get. I think my new favorite is that black that's coming out, that space black. It's gonna be fire, bro. But yeah, hey, have a good day at work. Appreciate you showing up for a bit. And sorry I couldn't really help with the merger stuff. I think I think everything should work out. God is good, so everything should work out. Just make sure you control your risk management. Just be careful with that, you know. I have trouble with controlling my my risk tolerance, so we're all working on it though. Let's see, IPOs. What was the other one you showed me? DBGI. Is this one? I've always had trouble with the. Oh, this one looks good. It looks like it wants to fill this gap, my guy. Is it this one? GGPI? Yeah, yo, this one's nice. This one's nice. This is really nice, actually. Actually, I think I've seen this before. Do they do the crypto stuff? A22FC dual motor, including all the packages except the performance. And yes, I got it in black. Hey, let's go. I didn't know the black was out though. Is it the new black or is it the old black? I mean, regardless, black is just clean. I mean, you've seen some of the thumbnails I made. It's fire, bro. Polestar black. It's so nice, man. The white looks nice too, but these new pictures that came out, it's just clean, bro. I like it. Some of these pictures were like fire. Like this one, I picked it up. This was a nice picture. It's nice, bro. And like the logo, it's just like all blacked out. It's fire. Dude, you're gonna love it, I think. You're gonna love it. I think so. You're gonna love it. It's just clean, bro. Which rims did you get though? It'd be nice to know which rims you get. You getting the new 2023 or the new 2022? What is this? Look at the Volvo. This is the Polestar engineered Volvo. Which wheels are you getting? These are the worst wheels though. These, I hope you didn't get these. I don't like these wheels. I really like the new ones that they got. Is it these? No, I hate these wheels too. I don't like these wheels. Where's the other ones? I really like these. I mean, yeah, these are the classics. I really like these wheels. And yeah, these are probably my favorite wheels. Which wheels did you get? 22FC. Is FC for the that one car? Isn't it a Scion? These wheels are not bad, but the like the original, these are bad. These are the worst wheels. I don't know, which wheels do you guys like? This is the perfect Polestar right here. This is the beauty right here. I'm excited for the Polestar 3 also. This one's nice in all colors though, to be honest. But the black is my favorite for sure. The gray used to be my favorite, but the black, dude, is just so crispy. Am I right? Let me know in the comments. It's just nice, you know? And it's simple, and it's like really inviting, except for these wheels, but it's inviting, it's warm, you know, it's got what you need, except for the wheels. But yes sir. And I don't like this color either, bro. Like Lucid and Polestar both, like, you know, bring it. What is this? What are y'all doing? Like, come on. I do like that rally car that they made though. You guys remember the rally car? I think I made it in some of the videos. That was kind of crispy. So, hey man, anyway, appreciate you showing up for the stream. Polestar 3, let's go. Polestar 3 it's gonna be a vibe. I think this is a leaked image though, ain't it? It looks kind of weird a little bit, but I think we'll get used to it. This is probably my favorite Polestar 3 image. This one right here. It looks like the Mercedes, like the big Mercedes. This one's an ugly picture though. I don't like this back. I hope it doesn't really come out like that. And I really like this picture too. This one's really nice. Am I right? I guess the homie's not joining the stream. We're gonna go back and do some charts. If I saw this picture one time, I don't know what this is. This reminds me of that Lucid Gravity. Have you guys seen the Lucid Gravity? It's the second model that Lucid's gonna do. Like it reminds me of this, the Lucid Gravity. Am I right? Don't they look the same? Dang, everybody's so quiet. Maybe everyone's at work right now. But yeah, this is the Lucid Gravity. I used to like Lucid until I found Polestar. Once you like found out, like once you understand like deliveries and you know how important they are, then you start seeing it how it is, you know. This is ugly though. What is this? Anyway, let's take a look at the charts for this is looking good. NASCAR. I like this one. I think they do the crypto. I think they have a crypto thing. Is that right? Pretty sure they do a crypto, no? Because I think it might be a different one. No, they don't do a crypto. They're doing something else. Are brands? Digital brands? No. Completely different. This is not a Polestar video anymore. We go up here. I like this one because there's no gap. There's a gap right here. It's trying to, I mean, it looks crisp. Like there's nothing over here stopping it from going back up there. Good market would be good. Yeah, unless there's more history on this that I don't know about. But honestly, I would also make sure that it's a solid company because it looks like it's a pump and dump. I don't like to push pump and dumps on my channel, but I mean, I think NASCAR manages his risk and stuff, so that's why he brings him up. I would just be careful because then you can end up bag holding. And like obviously it was in a clear downtrend and now it's trying to go back up, kind of converge at like 44 cents. There's no resistance anywhere here, so like what I like about it though is that volume. 25 million, average volume is only 8, so it did 3 times its average volume. Sure. What's the thesis on this one, NASCAR? What are you thinking about this one? And actually what I'll end up doing is I'll probably end up the stream and I'm gonna relaunch it so we can just do stocks, if that's cool with everybody. If you guys got time or not. What time is it? It's 8 o'clock already. Probably need to go get some food. I don't think anybody has any more questions, do y'all? Do y'all have any more questions? I can go over some of the stocks that I'm watching. I kind of post them on Twitter sometimes. Like I've been watching Ford. I've been watching Chewy. What else have I been watching? Oh, Bank of America. I think Bank of America would be good because of the interest rates going up. I really like Uber just because of the stuff we talked about earlier, but also I think the flow was good on it. Let me look at the flow. Look at the flow for Uber. I'm pretty sure I really like Uber, but I'm gonna make sure I really like Uber. Let me make sure. Where was the flow? Yeah, I like Uber for this week. Then it gets bearish for some reason. We'll see how it works out today. The one that I really like too though is Bank of America. Bank interest rates, right? So let me show you the flow for this one. It's got like a huge spike going into mid-June. Like June 17. That's where I saw the orders for it. On the breakdown here, you can see the spike is here. So the breakdown, there's like heavy activity for this, like 2 million, right? Not that much activity here. Then on June 17, you got 3 million to the put side. And then 900K to the call side, but the overall bullish is 3.2 million. So it could be that they're either selling the puts to close positions, because this one's been on a downtrend for some time, or it could be that they're selling additional puts because they expect it to be above that price. So that's what I was looking at that. And what was the other one I like? I like Ford. Ford is good, but I don't remember what I was doing with them, to be honest. I like Chewy. I know I like Chewy. I actually covered that in one of my streams. This is what I like. What, 624? No, where are they? This is just for today though. Is this Chewy? This data was here, yes. Okay. It looks bearish right now for some reason. Let me just go show you the flow for Chewy. Then let me reset this. Filter. Yeah, so here's some of the flow. This was from Thursday. Excuse me. Today there wasn't really much activity, to be honest. Nothing above 45k. We'll do 25,000. I guess we're about done with the video though. The orders that were coming on Friday were bullish. 122k, 182k. All of these are bullish, so these are for like June 3rd. But yeah, I'll probably give an update on some of the Chewy flow tomorrow on Twitter if you guys want to check that out. I think a lot of people are about wrapping up the video, so I'll probably end up the stream here. I think NASCAR, do you have any other tickers you wanted me to look at? We looked at Voodoo. This one's IPOing, right? And then Sober was one. Oh, we didn't look at Sober. Sober is kind of sideways. These are the watch lists though. This is the watch list for him. I'm not sure about, to be honest. It is near the bottom. I will say it's near the bottom. Usually when it comes to these levels, it comes back up. So that makes sense. Right, when it comes down to these levels, there's just not enough volume for me personally. But yeah, once it comes to these levels, it wants to come back up. Or sometimes it sells off and then it comes back up the next day. So it looks like today it came down. So tomorrow, I guess expect to run back up to 270. I guess that's maybe what you're doing there. And then what's the last one? The DGPI ASN is, I don't know if I like this one. Yeah, I don't like this one. It's just yeah, this is risky. I don't like this. But that's just me. I think it's the first day it traded, right? Down, it probably come to 163-ish. Retouch that. It already kind of broke down. Probably, I think what you'll be watching is probably this level, right? And then bounce off. I don't know about that one. I personally wouldn't trade that one, but I think you know how to control your risk. And this one, I kind of like it actually. I just don't know what they do, and I don't trade like companies I don't really know, but this one looks good because it's got a gap fill that it's looking to fill. Although I just want to know why it did this gap down. Like, did something, catalyst or something come for it? I don't know. Probably something you could look at. I think you just day trade it. I trade options, so I don't think this one has any options. Does anybody have any questions? I'm gonna wrap up this stream. I'm gonna go grab some food. Unless anybody have any tickers they want me to look at. Twitter, what happened with Twitter today? Let's see, didn't it sell off? Finally filled the gap. We were talking about that gap fill. It might start being interesting to look at a long position here. Around $36, about $35. People would probably start buying around 35. So Anyway, I think that's gonna wrap up the video. I don't think anybody else has any questions. I appreciate you guys that showed up. 822FC, NASCAR, Arthur, Chris, appreciate you guys. Rags to Wisdom, hey, that's a dope name. And Murad, Shane, appreciate you, Shane. Hey, he was one of the first comments on here, so. And Mocha Choka. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for joining me. As always, make sure you guys keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Peace.